Yeah.
to get it, make a picture with you and me and Jeff and with Countess in it. I spent out on it, and then I was like, "Is this creepy?" It's not
I
creepy.
mean,
I couldn't get it to go.
I like it though. I think you
I
should.
know.
I think you should chase this dream.
I'm gonna keep trying. Welcome to FFIB, everybody. I am Jason, and that is Tom, and we are finger flicked in box. And I no longer point in the wrong direction. I've got it down. I figured
really?
it out.
Oh,
Yeah.
you just
Yeah.
have to do the opposite in my head.
We are finger flicked in box, and so are the delectable goodies on our desk, Tom. You and I both have a smattering of knives to show off, including this old school military that we'll get to in a minute. We got new militaries. We got an OTF. We got a smock. We got a super rare PM2 to talk about. And then also, Tom and I can wax poetic about sharpening Rex 121. We got some bros joining.
Oh, holla.
I worked on a guest, Tom, and I don't know that this guest knows how fond I am of them, but I love their Instagram content, and I'm always rooting them on and cheering them on. And I'm hoping we can have this person in so that we can talk to them about their hobbies, because it's fascinating to me, and I want to know more about how to do that. So I'm not going to tell anybody any clues, but I'm hoping we can have this person on. It will be a second visit. So
I would say this is not the first time around.
Not the first time, but we'll have a repeat visitor soon, I hope. I hope they're watching. I did a great job.
You could take that and apply that in my head to somebody else also, but not who you're thinking of.
Yeah, that person knows who that is as well.
Yeah.
But they had excuses, didn't they?
Yeah, they always do.
I'm getting good at pronouns here. Can't trip me up. Sharp Obsession's here. What's up, Sharp Obsession? Thanks for watching. I don't know that we've met. Maybe we have. Maybe this is an alter ego account, Tom. Randy Dykes here. Randy and I were talking about knife collections the other day, Tom, and he said he wanted to see my collection. And I was like, bro, you already have a better collection than mine.
Yeah. Like,
that's not possible. I've only been doing this. I'm embellishing because he texted, right? I can't hear him talk, but he was like, that's not possible.
You know what he was texting like. You know it.
I know what he sounds like. He was like, I know you got a better collection than me. I just started. And I was like, I don't know, dude. I watched you go bananas. He went ham at Blade Show and bought himself a hell of a start to a collection.
He goes ham at like shows I don't even know were happening, it seems like.
Right. And then he's going to other shows. Yeah. He's all over it. So, Randy, I want to see your collection, buddy. I just have I have 40 variants of PM2s in my drawer.
Exactly. Everyone's like, well, my collection is just a bunch of pair of 3s and PM2s.
Mr. Greco is here. What's up, David? Louis here. Lauren's here. Lauren Sneaky has been around the group for, I think, 5 years now. Lauren's OG.
Oh, damn.
Yep. He's been around a while. Citybun's got himself a nice little 911 in this picture. That is a damn good picture there. Fitzy. Adam McCoy's here. Oh, it's Fitzpatrick. He can't use his real name. He must be Superman.
That's way back.
6 years. Long time. OG. Lauren, hit me with DM. I got something for you. I got something you may not have, but you need. So, Tom, where should we start? We got a pile of knives between the two of us to talk about, and it's been a minute since we had a show. So maybe we start at the start.
How about we start? Let's tease it a little bit. What are you carrying today? Let's show that off first, real quick.
You know, I didn't carry a knife today, and I wish I had, because I was in the garage organizing with my daughter, and I needed to cut some things, and I reached for a nasty box knife. And I did not enjoy myself even a little. But when I was in my room and I was getting changed for the show, because I have to be poised and ready, I did grab my Sabenza Tanto.
I like it.
Yep. This one has a smoke show finish that is against the rules, but I managed to get it done by former employer, and it is lefty, of course. Yep. And I sharpened it and cleaned the tip. It took me a long ass time to get the tip right. I went back and redid it again, but it's kind of a smoky finish on there. I like it.
Nice.
So this one I carry and I use it and I love it. And yeah, good naff. That's what was in my pocket.
Beautiful.
What about you?
Well, today it was like time to like mix it up day. I've been carrying the same pair of 3 for a couple days, and I was like, I'm gonna mix it up today. But I sharpened one. I got this guy back out that I carry quite a bit, but I sharpened it again, and then I was playing with it, and it's got good action, but it's like not as good as this one. So I switched it out just because I wanted to fidget something better. This one's like my best fidgetiest pair of 3, and so I got it back out. It's K390. Aramis scales, MXG clip. But what makes this one really good, because I used to hate this knife, is this is one that has Rips Garage Tech hardware on it that made it magically delicious.
Yeah, the Rips hardware helps everything get better.
Yeah, so I've been carrying it just because it's really fun to fidget with, and I felt like flipping around a knife today.
Your orange boy probably has a bunch of like pajama pant dust in it. Probably need to clean it out.
It's good. It's just not as satisfying.
Right. Well, earlier in the week, I was carrying my 15V PM2. So I continue to love this steel. It is easy to sharpen, and it definitely takes a nice edge. I find it works. If you leave it at like a 400, 600 grit, it cuts good. If you shine it, it cuts even better. So this one I mirrored pretty good. It's not a perfect mirror, but it'll do. And I've got it in some Cerberus scales. That clip is a prototype clip by a friend of ours, and it never seemed to happen. So I still have it, and it's a damn good clip. I wish he would do that project. But yeah, I love the 15V. I love the finish on it. This one's a second, and you got a little notch right there. And the reason it's a second is the blade finish is janky, dude. There's like machining marks under the spider. See if I can get it to show. But there's machining marks in this direction where like it's almost like they went too deep on the grind, too fast or something, and left some marks in it. But I don't care. Cuts like hell.
I like it. I'm really hoping to grab some Para 3 15V seconds. I'm just projecting hopefulness to the Eugene Knife Show that's coming. So I don't have a 15V Para 3 yet, which is kind of interesting. I should have one.
Should.
I know.
Yeah, if there are any at the show, you should grab them up.
Oh, if there's any at the show, I'll be grabbing baskets full of them.
Mr. Gilman's here. Dean of Students, the Dean of the Millie Club. I carried me New Mexican blanket. Let's say it's a New Mexican blanket. RC Blade Works, Little Native today. The more I look at the Mexican blanket scales, the more I like them, Tom.
I enjoy them. I think they're
cool.
I think they're cool.
I wish somebody could make those gas station poncho into a scale. You know what I'm talking about? They're like $18. Mm-hmm. They're made out of, I don't know, recycled potato bag. And they've got that one kangaroo pouch in the front and the hood.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Nothing says my girl kicked me out like having one of those on.
I do like the Mexican blanket stuff, but at the same time, I almost put a post today saying I hate micarta, and that was going to be the whole post.
What did I write today in the group chat?
It was I saw that, and I was like, it's like a sign. I need to post something about how much I hate micarta.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the group chat today for the admins, I said it's 2:37 p.m. and I still hate micarta. I've gone up the mountain and back down the other side, and I've decided I'm not a fan of micarta. It's either chalky or it's moist. And when it's moist, it's kind of gross. And then you just can't get the color the way you want it. I haven't figured out how to master it yet. Maybe it's me. It's probably me. but I just can't get with it. And then on a liner knife, it doesn't add rigidity at all. So the knife gets jacked up. And if you love centering, hey, if you guys like centering, don't do micarta.
As someone who legitimately kind of has OCD a little bit, and everyone likes to say like my OCD bugs me about this and this, avoid micarta. Just stay away from it, because guess what happens when you touch it? It turns colors and gets oily and gets yucky and gets all ugh. It's not.
You know what I'm back with, Tom? I'm back with G10.
I'm good
with G10.
G10 is a good material for scales.
I got enough G10 now on my desk that I carry on the reg, and I'm good with it.
I like it. Other than I wish I had more smooth G10. I need more of that.
Sure. Depends on the micarta. I think the paper micarta and the burlap micarta on my Jutland is pretty awesome. I agree. A paper micarta can be money, or the really fine stuff. A lot of times I don't know. I just can't get with it. Some micarta sucks. I love some of it though. G10 is always great. That's right, Carl. My my PM2 crew carta, when I got it, it had this really nice satiny kind of micarta on it, and then I ruined it. I decided to sand it.
Oh.
It didn't help. And then I oiled it and I didn't like it. So then I dried it out with some naphtha so that it take all the oil out of it. And I tried again. And instead of using like butcher block oil, I used forehead grease, because that's supposed to be the thing, right? And that made one side dark, one side not dark. So now it just looks weird. I don't know. Maybe I should just carry it more and shut up.
Forehead grease. Did you in college ever take beer bongs? Was that a thing?
Beer bongs? I know my limitations, and I can drink a beer pretty fast, and I didn't need a bong to go faster. So I knew that if I tried, I'd probably barf. So I never did.
The thing in college.
Not you though.
Oh, I was one manning them. I had a hook on my wall. I had one man in the beer bong. But
you didn't have a 2-story beer bong on the side of the building?
No, I didn't go crazy. I just used it a lot. But the thing was, you'd pour a beer in it. You always had like shitty Busch Light. So it'd have a bunch of foam. And what you do is you take your forehead grease and you put it in the foam. It's really cute watching it, all the bubbles evaporate with
it works on root beer too.
Yeah, it's really, really sexy.
Fitzy was right there with you.
Yeah.
Beer bong in one hand, potato gun in the other. Right. Poochie and Mike F were there. Poochie's uncle. Jason is correct. I had to send my crew car to Millie 2 in for lock stick and jankiness, plus the pocket clip screws would not in the hole. It would fall out. No more micarta. Yeah, guys, when you're playing in the world of the liner locks and the nested liners, you gotta get yourself some Loctite. So this right here is called Loctite. It's the 248. So look for Loctite 248. You'll find it, and it looks like a glue stick, but it's Loctite. So when you're first buy yourself a nice PM2, do yourself a favor, take it apart, dial it in, and then put a little thread lock on there. Doesn't take a lot, just a little bit.
Then let it sit. That's the part that always gets missed, I think. You put Loctite on it, and then don't play with it for like a day. I know that
the last thing you do before you go to bed is Loctite it and then leave it alone. You got to let it dry.
That's why everyone always says Loctite doesn't work. And I'm like, that's because he didn't let it do its job.
Yeah, you finger fucked it for the next 2 hours while you should have been letting it dry, and it just kept walking. Potato cannon was fire until it launched taters like a mile. Nice. I have a tennis ball cannon.
What is the propellant source?
Calcium carbide.
What does that mean?
It's a little mineral that you use in miners' lamps. So when you mix it with water, you get acetylene gas.
Okay.
It's pretty badass.
How do you mix this chemical reaction? And when
you drop 2 rocks in the bottom of 3 soda cans taped together with duct tape, and then you just cut holes all the way down, right? You drill a pilot hole in the bottom of the bottom can. But you drop in 3 rocks and just pour in a tiny bit of water. You'll hear it sizzle when it gets hot. And then you take your tennis ball and just stick it in the end of the cannon. And just give it a couple seconds to build up a little bit of gas. And you touch a lighter to the pilot hole, and boom, it'll launch that thing. Yep.
We had the potato cannon back on the farm. My uncle did, and you'd had a PVC tube, and then have a skinny PVC tube. You put the potato in, take the back off, and you'd spray Aquanet hairspray in the back of it.
Right.
Screw the lid back on very carefully, and then a little sparker striker in the side of it. Oh, that thing was I want to make one now. I would get in so much trouble.
Brian's got a butt cannon. Use a blow dryer on the pivot after Loctite. Such a small amount, it hardens in minutes. No need to wait. Antimatter, you are brilliant and adorable. Look at that, Scruffers.
Oh, antimatter watches me sharpen.
Huh. Barbecue igniter, good choice. Take apart a Bic lighter with one of the buttons that goes click, like that. That'll work. Yep. Well, what else should we talk about? What do we want to talk about next, Tom?
This guy.
Yeah. So our friend, Mr. Jeff Loffer over at Cutlery Shop got himself an exclusive Millie 2. So is this the second exclusive? Or is it the first?
This is
Millie
the first
2
exclusive. There is a sprint run, but this is the first exclusive.
So that's not for nothing. That's kind of awesome. It's a high honor to get the first Military 2 exclusive. And
yes,
you guys know I've already been a fan of the Millie 2. I think this design is just badass. And you got to love a big knife, but there's not much wrong with this. The way it feels in the hand, the usability, the versatility of it. It's impressive looking. I don't know. This is just a man knife right here. And now
it's a
with
big
the
knife, but it doesn't feel that big. It feels nice. Like it's usable.
It's not crazy like a police. And then with the compression lock, I don't know. Now it's fidgety and fun and slicey. I think it's a cool version. They say they're going to continue to make the old Millie 1, and it's still available. It's still on the website, but I don't know. We'll vote with our wallets, right? Now, for those of you keeping score at home, it is not the first orange military, but fun fact: this was not a Cutlery exclusive.
Ooh.
This one was a Sprint, I believe.
Oh wow!
So
okay.
Talking to Jeff, he had thought that this would be his, but it ended up not being his. So maybe that's why they did him the solid and gave him the first one. So XHP steel on this. If you guys aren't aware of XHP steel, it is a Goldilocks steel, in my opinion. It's easy to sharpen. It's very easy to maintain an edge on. It strops nice. If you want to really go high polish, it will reward you with Ninja sharp edge. It's reasonably tough. It's tougher than M390. It's tougher than a lot of the other stainless steels out there. But the blend of the steel makes it pretty tough, makes it pretty durable, makes the edge retention pretty good. So yeah, really good steel. Not the first time we've had XHP in our life.
Not one bit. And so this was the first Military 2 exclusive. This was also the first PM2 exclusive, or the bento box. It was up there. When he did this a long time ago, it was either this one or the bento was the very first exclusive.
It was one of the first for sure.
Yeah.
I think someone's trying to break into our Google account. Good luck. You guys need to know something. Those of you watching this show. This knife goes on sale on Tuesday the 3rd. It'll be at noon Mountain Time.
Not Tuesday, Jeff, no. It's Thursday the 3rd.
Maybe it is Thursday the 3rd. Drops on the 3rd. Thank you, Seth. Drops on the 3rd. It's going to be noon Mountain Time. If you put Millie Club in the comments, you're going to get a free club coin. That's So this will be included for no price, no charge in your purchase if you write Millie Club in the comments. So I hope you guys do, because free coins be sweet. You can keep it, you can trade it, you can give it to a friend. You're going to want that coin later.
So
Yep,
free
Thursday.
coin, and there's not infinite coins though. So you're going to want to check out fast. You're going to want to be on the drop, and you're going to want to do it right away, because there's way less coins than there are millies.
Yes, it's limited because there aren't many coins left. So you're going to want to get one. I'm putting a note in the comments here, Tom.
I like it.
Oh, if you buy one and then forget to write Millie Club, and then 4 hours later you email the store and ask them to swap your order for the, just know you're creating a big mess. So please remember before you buy it. That way it doesn't create a nightmare for them. And they just might run out in the time it takes for you to tell them that you forgot. And I'm saying this because it happens a lot.
That's pretty dope. Those few coins are going to go quick. That's a $25 value, folks.
I have a DLC Rex 45 Manix 2 with OG goat scales. OG goat scales. Rex 45 is an awesome steel, sharpens easily, and strops back to sticky sharp. It does. But we're talking about XHP. I thought you were dropping the club knife with the tiger up. Nope. It's not ready yet.
It's not.
Well, it is a good deal, Alan. So XHP, the cool thing about having this in XHP is that it matches the mythical PM2 and the Para 3.
Yeah.
So you can get a complete kit. XHP, small, medium, large, which is kind of
I know
fun.
there's some of you people out there that really like orange and like collecting orange a lot. You can't not have that.
How about Bro saying that he didn't like orange today in the group?
I didn't like that.
I mean, well, to each his own, I guess. Tom, you have another exclusive there. What you got there?
Yeah, so Jeff sent me this Millie over to play with, and he said, "Hey, how about you play with out the front?" So I was like, "Yeah, why not? That sounds fun." So this is a Kershaw Livewire. This is a Cutlery Shop exclusive orange one with a black blade. It's an American-made knife. I don't know what the price point on it is, but I know it's not astronomical by any means. Probably check.
Go ahead, keep going.
It's just a fun little knife. Like, I don't carry it out the front. Obviously, it's not my thing, but they are really fun. They're like the best way to annoy people around you, so you can flick it in and out.
How's the handle feel in the hand?
It feels good. It's got contoured edges. It's built well. It seems like. I don't know if you need to fill it full of WD-40 like you do a Microtech or whatever to keep it operating well, but it seems like, I'm not an expert in this, but the blade play is there. It's not like a Hawk deadlock. It's not going to be a crazy thing like that. But for an American-made out the front, I'm sure this is a killer deal. It's Magnum cut blade. It's got a deep carry clip on it. It's well thought out. Fun knife. Great action.
Guess how much it costs, Tom?
$99.99.
No, that's silly.
I don't know.
$199.
That makes sense. That's a pretty good deal compared to anything else in the category.
I noticed they took the time to tell us what type of aluminum. This is 6061 aluminum, which is a better version of aluminum. It's not recycled Fago cans. This is really legit stuff. It is made in the USA, like you said. It is made at the same factory as Zero Tolerance company, KAI, and it's a black wash blade. So cool little knife.
It's a little fun thing, and I'm gonna get it back to Jeff when I see him here at the knife show coming up. So that's my next thing I got going on. I got this Eugene knife show. I get to see a couple of my homies.
Oh yeah. For those of you who are Sezzlers, there will be Sezzle available on the drop of the military.
Oh.
So get your Sez on for the military too. So Tom, I've noticed on Microtex, they can be really stiff in the deployment and release of the blade. Like on a combat Troodon, it is heavy. Yeah, there you go. It almost takes two hands to get that sucker to fire.
Yeah.
What is that?
This is a Scarab. Yeah, Scarab 2. It's fucking big.
Yeah, it is.
It's much easier than a Microtech. It's pretty simple. It's not that stiff at all. It's stiff enough.
Josh Haygood knew what that was through a little tiny ass camera on a little tiny ass phone, and you're 1/4 of his screen. He knew what it was. That dude can smell a knife. He says the new ones are better. Well, that's good. Yep, the one I've got in the other room is a 2021, 2022, something like that, and man, it's stiff. Y'all can sizzle and sezzle and be flipping and flopping and have time. Well, Tom, I have a little treat here on my desk. This is the new smock.
Ooh.
With the murdered out look. So this has aluminum handle with the black tie nitride finish on the blade. It's crew wear. Everybody loves crew wear. Nobody hates crew wear. The handle finish is a matte black, and this thing is really badass. It really is. The liners are black. The standoffs are black. Everything's black. Just none more black than this knife, and really pretty. The aluminum, of course, does add some weight to the knife, but it's kind of like it's kind of chonky in a good way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think the more I've been playing with smocks lately, the more I like them. This knife is just cool. It's got the best flipper that Spyderco's ever built. It has a really, really nice blade, easy to use, really sharp, slicey. It's nice in the pocket. It has an inoffensive lanyard tube, even though it would benefit from the clip being back further. But yeah, really cool knife. I've seen
that Tycian finish that everyone wants. Everyone wants that blade.
Yep. I've seen a few people post these already, but everybody seems to be asking, like, is it any good? Is it any good? Yeah, it's good. It's nice.
Are those, do you know, readily available? I think they are. Some dealers.
It was a distributor exclusive, which means that anyone can buy them. So anyone with a Spyderco account can get them. You just have to get them through the distributor, not through Spyderco. Yeah, it's not my knife. That's why, Brian. If it was my knife, I would throw that away. But this one isn't mine. So can't keep it forever.
And so if you think that knife's cool and you wish it was like silver, though, they're doing one of those also. It says in the paperwork in the book, in the box.
Are they really?
Yeah, so that might be cool if you don't like the blacked out look.
I need to start reading the inserts.
I didn't read it. People do reading and post things. I can read a sentence, though.
I still like the white better, sharp. I think the Stormtrooper one from GP was better, but this is cool. I have a really cool chopped smock with copper frag scales. Makes it heavy. It's awesome. Yeah, the smock lends itself well to chopping because it has It has multiple standoffs across the back, so you can terminate the knife right about here, and yeah, it doesn't affect anything.
Was that Blade Chops that does them all on Instagram? I always see.
I'm not sure. I just open my car door at 65 miles an hour and hold it out, just grind it on the pavement. That's how I do it.
Yeah.
My favorite smock was a Meaton Booze Frag Bronze Tie Scaled Tie Nitride M4. That is a mouthful. I heard Meaton Boss sold, Tom.
I don't even know what that means. I don't know anything about his auctions, what that means. I just see people comment about his sales
I think you
practice.
know what it means. You know that they have auctions.
I've never been to this auction page. I've never participated in them. I don't know how they
You're
work.
aware of it, though, aren't you?
I'm aware that they're auctioning off stuff, and I don't understand why.
I find the whole thing kind of weird. You know, it's just weird. I know that I've tried multiple sets of scales and they don't fit right. They don't fit right. And every time you try to assemble it, you think you're crazy. And then you put back the original scales and it's fine. Now, many of you have had great results, but I know for sure that if you order something from them and pay full price, it's worth 1/8 of that if you ever try to resell it. I know that for sure. Like, they do not hold their value. And then they make a bunch of the weirdest shit. Like, somewhere on my desk, I've got a 1-inch tungsten ball. It's just a tungsten ball. Why did I buy that? I don't know, because there's auctions, and I can't understand how they make any money because they're auctioning things off for cheap.
Oh, I thought the things got like driven up to high prices or something.
No, that's the thing. Everybody lays out for the cheap stuff.
Oh.
So you get these $250 scales for $35 because nobody's paying attention. The auction closes, and that's that.
Okay.
So I was talking to one guy the other day that said he had 3 auctions that have closed and he had paid for them, and they're very snippy about getting paid instantly. They want the money right there. So he had paid them and he was waiting and waiting, and they were giving him excuses about shipping and yeah, I don't know. So new owners, I don't know. I don't care. It's to me they're not as passionate about the interaction with you guys and with building premium stuff as some of our other friends at this.
I like Blake thought that was a person's name. Is it not a person's name? Or is it? I don't even know how to say.
The guy that owned it, his name was Sean, and they have a big machine shop in Southern California, and that's where their stuff is made allegedly. I don't think it is. It's probably imported, and then flipped and sold, like Pacific Suns. Guys, Pacific Suns is not made in the U.S. It might be made in the Pacific, but it's not made in California. So, yup. I've won his light bit drivers, scales, clips, etc. Yeah, all you guys have played the auctions. You do have to wait a while for shipping. Yep, that's the other thing. It comes small, like or not small. It comes like first class, so it takes 10 to 12 days to get to you. It ships from China, LOL, not made in California. Are we talking about Pacific Suns? I think we are. I own a PM2 with crew air and Meton Boss skills, and they're awesome. Dead center blade and great action. Good for you, Antimatter. Here's the very next comment. Quality sucks. Don't get me started. I have blade play. Yes. So if you talk to Chris Ortiz about making scales for knives, like these scales here, you will find out that it took him 6 to 9 months to get good at making scales, because if you make them perfect, then they don't fit everything. And if you make them sloppy, then they don't work right. And there's a certain amount of perfection and slop that has to be done always to get them to work all the time for everybody. And it's very hard to do. And materials, material to material, like the rules change. So they're pretty tricky. So I think you have to really spend a lot of time dialing things in to get it perfect. You get what you pay for unless you pay for Meton Boss full price. Yep. Anyway, new owner, new day, happy day. Ooh, I got a rare one here, Tom.
Do ya? Oh, snap.
How about that?
Pretty dope.
I'm going to read the packaging, like you said, and see what it says about these Crucible MagnaCut coated PM2. It's basically a MagnaCut salt PM2, but it's red.
Yeah.
And it was, let's see what it says here. The Paramilitary 2 is one of Spyderco's most popular and in-demand folding knives. It's also a natural canvas for exclusive production runs, special configurations of established Spyderco models that are produced exclusively for single customer or distributor. This remarkable expression of the Paramilitary 2 was specifically manufactured for Crucible Industries LLC and their employees to commemorate the 15th anniversary of the company's founding. There's a long paragraph about MagnaCut. There's a paragraph about diamond-like carbon. There's a paragraph about the handles. It's a truly remarkable rendition of one of Spyderco's most iconic designs. This limited edition exclusive version of the PM2 is sure to become a coveted collector's item. So I believe this knife is only going to be available for Crucible people. I don't think you're going to be able to get it at stores. So if you're a completionist and you have every PM2, you're going to struggle to get this one. This is going to be the new Bayou shooter knife.
Yeah. The Bayou shooter. Man.
You do not, Alan Yee. You do not hate knives. How dare you? So very cool. This one is also not mine. This is going to a very special collector. I was just lucky enough to get it first so that I could check it out. And it's pretty sweet. One thing I like about this new scale design is that it's laminated layers of G10. So if you see the edge, you can see the sandwich of the colors, which is kind of cool. Very cool knife. So this guy's going to be one happy feller when he gets this thing.
That's a collector's club. What number is it?
I shouldn't say.
Oh, okay.
Hello, I am a special collector of mail trucks. I keep meaning to get a screenshot of the interview with Brian where he was holding the mail truck and he was like pointing, you know, and I wanted to say, show me on the mail truck where it hurt you. Someday I'll pull that up, Brian. I'll probably be in the background doing this. Ooh, Tom. Jesus. That knife's just too hot to handle.
Look at that clip, if you can see it. Oh, yeah.
I can't because it's all camouflaged into the handle.
I know. So these are RG custom metalwork scales. He calls these the full custom. It's interesting terminology, but the difference between these and his normal scales is these are, get the other ones out. Kind of look at the difference. So these are RG scales. These are the fluted ones. And these are his full custom ones. The full custom ones are missing a lanyard hole, which I know you appreciate the lack of.
Oh, this is sad.
So he eliminates lanyard, and he puts a little plug back in there. And then he has this built-in clip. He doesn't utilize the factory clip holes in the liner at all. It's attached directly to the scales, but it's deep carry. As deep as it can be anyway. They're just awesome. I mean, they look awesome. They're contoured. They feel nice in hand. The edges are nice and smooth. I like how his stuff comes right off the CNC machine and it's like done. It doesn't need to be finished. It doesn't need to be stone washed. It's just really well done machining. So he sent me one of those to play with and take pictures of, but he also sent me another one fully built with an S110V blade to give away on Instagram and Facebook. So this is his feather pattern.
You're just getting blinded here with your white hands.
I know. There we go. This is the feather pattern. Again, they're just incredibly well milled. Great little knife. These are not inexpensive scales. These are expensive scales for sure. They're really well done though, and they're very unique. You definitely stand out if you have a set of these. So we're going to be doing a giveaway next week. It'll be on Instagram. If you watch the Millie account or my account or RG's account, you'll see it posted. But you're going to want to enter it. It's a hell of a prize. It's quite valuable prize. I've done lots of giveaways on Instagram. I've never done one like quite this big.
Can you pull up that last picture that you took of them? Your camera work wasn't doing justice, but you did in that photo where you put them. You got a good picture of the ass end of both of them.
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't post that on Instagram. I posted it here though. I got this. I don't have the ass end picture.
Yeah.
But...
Oh, okay. Perfect. So yeah, again, these are a tremendous amount of time in making those. Premium quality titanium, premium milling, premium look and feel. I have a set that's prototype, and they're excellent.
These are dialed in too. I swapped the blades that were in there around and monkey with the parts a little bit, dialed them in. Had a little bit of lock stick when I first got it, but now it's good to go.
We need them to make milli scales.
Ooh, that'd be the first to get them in. I do still really like this pattern on his OG ones, the fluted ones.
You have something else cool.
Always.
I took the blue Anno off of my Sliz Bowie. So this is the M390 blade.
Nice.
And I had it coated or processed, so it has a nice dark finish on it. It's all beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that
pretty nice?
It's a really, really dark gray color. I'm not going to say who did it because I don't want to create a stampede. But yeah, really cool. Sharpened it. Now it's sharp as shit. And I carried it last week and used it, and I love it. So I don't know, man. It's funny. This knife kind of comes in and out of rotation for me.
Yeah.
It'll go in my pocket for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and I just can't get enough of it. And then I put it away, and then I forget about it. But it's fun to come back to that knife. It seems like it, over at Knife Joy, they've had them like come in and out of stock. So, guys, I don't think they're jerking with you. I think when it comes to Spyderco, sometimes they find knives. They call you and they go, "Hey, we found 50 more," or "Hey, did you want the rest of these?" Or stuff like that happens. Also, they might have held some back, for a rainy day. We see makers do that from time to time. So I know they've come in and out a few times. That's why.
Speaking of Knife Joy, they have some pretty cool thing coming out.
We're gonna have a really cool club item for you guys soon. They're shipping now to Knife Joy, but it's gonna have the club logo on it, and I don't want to give it away just yet until we have one to show you. But pretty cool.
Yeah, been a long time in the making.
Josh still has his OG Bowie. Do you guys see Sean Reese? He had a regrind done on his Nirvana.
Oh yeah.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Go ahead, Josh. Just do it. Put speed holes in it and Tanto. Maybe do a sheep's foot on the end of it. It'll look real good.
Chop it. Chop it. Chop it. Chop it.
Chop it. Man, I think that's everything I got on my desk.
Yeah, that's about it.
I took a
All
buddy
that.
of mine shooting on Wednesday, target shooting. Now
Yeah.
he called me out of the blue one day and he said, "Hey, are you into guns?" And I was like, "Yeah, I've been known to, you know, shoot a couple targets." And he said, "I'm thinking about getting into it, and I thought you might have been into it." And I said, "Let's go shooting sometime." So you know what he did that was magical? He walked into a gun store and said, "I've never done this before. What do you recommend?" And they said, "You should get some range time with one of our trainers." And he goes, "I'll do that." And he signed up
Oh,
for a 2-hour training course. And when I met him on Wednesday, it was only like third time he'd been shooting ever in his life, and he was actually really good.
oh,
So it
good.
turns out a little bit of instruction is all you need. So that was fun. But I hadn't
Nice.
been target shooting in quite a while, and I was able to bring all my pistols and make a lot of noise. It was a good time.
So is it indoor place or is it outdoor?
Sadly, it's indoor. Outdoor ranges are hard to find in Indiana.
Why is it sad that it's indoor?
It's more pleasant outdoor. Um, it's not as noisy.
Oh, yeah.
So when it's inside the room, it gets pretty loud.
Yeah.
So yeah, I prefer to shoot outside. Also, it's limited in length. It only goes to 30 yards. No, not 30. It goes up to about 20. So if you're going to use a rifle, it just kind of it's not that hard.
Yeah.
A 16-inch AR at 20 yards, you're going to put a hole in holes. So yep, had a good time. Hey Tom, you got a hoodie update?
Yeah, they hopefully will ship out Monday, hopefully, because I don't want to get stuck with tariffs. So they better ship out Monday, or I'm going to sit on them until that goes away. So we'll figure this out. So hopefully they go out Monday.
Hovan to your junk. Is it Hovan?
Yeah,
Hovan?
I know Hoven.
Okay, so his name's Hovan. Got it. If I had to choose one steel for a PM3 right now, it would be 15V.
Yeah. Well, and you can get them too, so that's even better.
If not 15V, then I would say S90V.
You're gonna have an easier time finding 15V than any other limited Para 3 right now, anyway. So you might as well just give in.
No. I don't want to go on a rant here, but I will. D2 guys, it's not a good steel. In toughness, it's worse than S30V in toughness. It's worse than most steels in toughness. In edge retention, it's worse than most steels. And then for stainlessness, it's almost stainless, but it's not stainless. So it's not stainless, it's not tough, and it doesn't have good edge retention. So don't settle for it. When a knife maker tells you that it's good, they like using that steel, and they're trying to sell you on the idea of owning it. So there's 35 other steels that are better. Okay, I'm done. Seth Gilman knows. Look at that, S90V. He's always down for S90V.
That's my go-to choice. It's just can be difficult to find on a G10 platform.
Did they do a teal Para 3? Teal G10? I don't think they did.
I don't think they did. They just did a lightweight one. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
you can get a
sure.
teal lightweight and swap it.
Yeah, that's what one of mine is. Stole the blade. G10.
15V is not at all stainless. Not even a little bit. S90V is stainless. It's a stainless steel. K390 is very, very good. Edge retention is excellent. The if you go watch Triple B Handmade's YouTube content about K390, he'll talk about it at length. It's a great steel. 3V is fun. It's pretty tough.
You got your tickets to the
Yeah.
Blade show.
Yep.
You gonna be there early o'clock? You gonna be there
I'm
early?
thankful that my daughter's dance recital is not that weekend. It's the weekend before, so I won't
Good.
be in hot water.
Good.
She did say she doesn't want to dance anymore. She's like, "You guys made me do it again." We said, "No, we don't enjoy driving you here every week. It wasn't our idea for you to dance. It was your idea." And she said, "Well, I didn't want to dance." And we're like, "Well, you said you wanted to do it, and dancing is your life. That was your words, not our words." She's like, "Yeah, I might have said that, but you guys talked me into it."
It's
Man,
life.
10-year-olds are mouthy, and they will argue with you. And she's very smart, but not smarter than me yet. And yeah, sometimes she's very sure. So I think she's going to be pretty convincing when she gets older. Why S90 and not S110? Well, the main reason is that the edge retention's better. Having a higher number doesn't necessarily make it a better edge retention. So, according to Crucible and according to Larry and Thomas, S90V gives you better edge retention than 110V. I find it, yeah, it also seems to be less brittle.
That used to be what people say, but I'm interested in experiencing that myself. It's like a steel that I never get to play with and never get them into sharpen. This one that we're giving away is like the first one I've had on my desk forever. So I'm interested to see the realities of how Spyderco heat treated that. Like, because S110V is not bad edge retention. It's just S90V.
No, it's really good.
Yeah,
it's really good, but it's not as good as 90.
Yeah.
I find that 110V, and when I first got to Spyderco, I used it a lot and I sharpened it a lot. And what I found was right off the sharpener, it was stupid sharp, but it goes to a medium sharp very quickly, and then it stays there forever. So it doesn't hold the edge the way that I find that other steels do. And I would sharpen it again to bring it back, and then it would do it to me again and again and again. So it's more stainless than S90V for sure, and it's more brittle, and the edge retention is not as good. Super chippy. I don't think it's a good everyday steel. I think it's probably really good for just a simple slicer. But if you want a knife that you can carry all day and not worry about using it at work, it's probably not a good steel for that. Also, to be candid, I don't really care about the stainlessness properties of steel on a knife. It just doesn't impact me. I don't care if the blade changes color. I don't care if it patinas. To me, that's the least important feature of a knife. I want it to be tough enough that it doesn't break and splinter, and I want the edge retention to be there because I enjoy knowing that I pulled it out of my pocket and it's going to be sharp. So I prefer those two features over stainlessness. To me, that's the least interesting feature.
I prefer knives to be stainless. However, I do not give a crap if it's like salt level of stainlessness. It just needs to be stainless enough that I don't have to worry about if I spill soda on my knife and forget it for an hour, that's going to be all fucked up.
And I live in the Midwest. I'm not near salt water at all. So it does not matter to me if the knife is super resistant to water and salt. I don't live near an ocean or even a lake, so I'm not getting lake life. If I had lake life going on, I wouldn't want 15V, but it's not me.
Mm.
The Manix 2 and 15V rusted in my pocket from sweat. On fly. Yep, if you're going to dip your toe into tool steels, you got to oil them. You got to keep them oiled, keep them coated, keep them waxed, whatever you want to use on it. You're going to want to keep them protected.
Went down to the farm this week.
Yep.
It was good 24 hours. That's like, it's good enough. 25 hours. It's like over a day. It's like
When
over
you're
a
a
full day.
kid, an overnight at grandma's is an adventure. So that's how you build memories.
I mean, they were talking about it forever. Talking about
Yeah.
telling people at school they're going to grandma's house. They're going to grandma's house. And so I took Kinsley and Camden by myself, left mom at home, and went down there, and it went very well. The kids were very well behaved and had a great time. And my mom has a golf cart that she drives around the farm on, and took them for rides in the golf cart all over the place. And they came back to the house after playing, and Kinsley was a mud monster, like head to toe, completely
Good.
fell in like the pond and was
Yeah.
completely covered in mud. My mom had to wash her clothes 3 times. It was great. They had fun.
Is it possible to ban somebody from a YouTube stream, Tom? This guy's not that nice. Look at him. The least important feature of a knife to me is how much or little it resembles a small dog. How dare you, sir? How dare you?
I actually have tried to figure out how you can ban people from YouTube. I don't know how to do it. I don't know if you can.
I'm pretty sure you can't.
I don't think you can, because I've had annoying people on here at one point, and I'm like, can I just like make this person not watch my videos anymore? Oh, I can't. Oh, that's
You might be
different.
able to on. Oh, you can put user in timeout, and you can ban user and delete their comments. Look at that. It
From
can
the
be done.
live stream. Oh,
You should see Christian Klein about that one. He seems to be the guy. I can't believe he took a native and stuck it between his toes, took a picture of it, and posted it in the group. No
I don't
shame.
know if I saw this.
Hmm?
I don't know if I saw this.
Oh, I'm sure he'll send it to you now.
Okay, I hope so.
I don't think Tom's going to do House of Blanks until after the tariff war settles down a little bit, because it's going to have a big impact on prices.
Pretty much. That's why I got this in when we have a window. So hopefully the idea was to get it out by Monday at the latest. So hopefully everything works out, because I know he's got a million other customers asking the exact same thing.
Yeah. Yep. So I found a guy on Instagram that this is not an uncommon thing, right? There's a million guys that do this, but I found a guy that makes not watches that look like fancy watches. So this is an Omega Speedmaster, right? But it's a Seiko movement, and the case is some sort of probably Chinese-made steel case. And these are assembled in Canada and then shipped to the U.S. And this guy basically drives it over the border and ships it from upstate New York. But shout out to Chrono Canada, because this watch had a problem with the chronograph. I'd push the button and nothing would happen. So I contacted him and I said, hey, what do you recommend I do? And he's like, send it back. I'll take care of it. I'll hook it up. So I sent it back. I can never find what I want when I want it. Oh, I sent it back for warranty repair, and he did it for free. And he included a leather case. So, I thought the knife would just come back in a padded envelope, but it actually came in a leather case.
Nice.
So it's one of those little travel cases,
Yeah.
Travel with your watch. This thing's really nice. But yeah, he included that for free. It's not a paid promotion here. I bought the watch. And so, yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. It's a sapphire crystal, really high quality steel bracelet. Looks like the real thing. It's a Seiko movement. Keeps good time. And yeah, they're cheap.
Nice.
So I like that he's
good looking
Good
watch. You get to pick a million styles. I've been on their website. There's a bajillion different versions of it.
They actually do custom engraving on the faces too. So I've thought about doing a club watch.
Whoa.
That would be pretty badass. We could do that. I think it's a minimum 25 piece order, but maybe we do a club watch. Maybe we put a tiger.
Ooh, that'd be kind of crazy.
It sounds kind of weird. I don't know, but it'd be fun. Maybe we do a chronograph and like we put your face under one of the dials and my face under one of the dials, and then the Millie logo underneath, or like the tiger underneath another one. Can we get the tiger's head to turn as the times as the second hand turns. I don't know.
I've owned several chronographs in my life since I was a small child. I don't know if I've ever successfully figured out how to like use. I know I've never actually used one for what it's for. I don't even know if I could figure it out. Like,
It's just a stopwatch, man. It's not that
I
hard.
know, but there's like 3 hands and they're all spinning, and you can like do lap timers. I don't know. It's over my head. Too much. What are all the dials doing? Minutes, seconds, hours.
Well, if you don't know, I can't help you.
I don't know. I think that's all I got.
Well, then, if you guys like the idea of a club watch, let me know. Maybe we could do one of those rainbow blinged out, what is Jubilee bracelet, Rolex looking thing. We could do, maybe there's like a tiger gold color. There's rose gold. There's pink gold.
Yeah.
Maybe there's an orange gold.
Well, if it's fake, you can make it whatever gold you want.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we do it like 50 Cent style and just get it all crunked out with lots of stones in it.
Ooh, I like it.
Have it hourly, John. You're great. You guys are the best. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for being here. Tom and I are going to call it quits. And, oh, you know what, Tom? We didn't even talk. Maybe we'll talk about it next time. We should talk about Rex 121 sharpening.
Oh, yeah.
Should we do that now, or do you want to wait till next week?
Let's just do it next week.
All right. Next week, tune in while Tom and I talk your ears off about how ignorant we are about sharpening and our opinions on Rex 121 and how to make it sharp.
Yeah, sounds good.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay moist. Stay moist.
Moist. Peace out.